Hello and welcome back to another episode of Lost in Random, and I'm pretty positive, like 100%, our final episode might be a little bit longer than an hour. It may be less, but I'm positive we're really basically at the end now. And I mean, I picked this game as honestly basically at random because I saw my fiance play it, but she didn't feel like it was her style. And then I started playing. I was like, oh, I really like this. And I already knew from watching her play that I really liked it. And so when I was like, what am I going to pick first for actually uploading on YouTube and finally, following all my different dreams and paths and goals in life? And I was like, I'm going to do Lost in Random because for a lot of reasons, I think some of them probably can be guessed from everything I've said and talked about on this playthrough so far, but in a lot of ways I'm lost in my own way right now, and I'm starting a new journey along with anyone who's watching. We started this journey together, and I didn't even really think about it, but even here is also on a journey and lost along the way many times with ups and downs, and there's been lots of up and downs with these recordings, but I feel like we're in a good place, at least a better place with all of them. And before we get into this, because I think this is going to be our final episode, I'm pretty sure, obviously I'm going to record more, but I just want to say thank you for anyone who's watching, and if you've started with me on this journey, I hope in 10 years from now, when I'm doing a 10-year anniversary, like so many of my favorite YouTubers have done within the last 2 years, Game Grumps, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie already had his, Markiplier did as well. Like just so many people, and I hope I have people along the way that started with me on my journey and will be there at the end too, although it's not the end, but for that point, because that's what I want to do, and I want to do this long term. I really, like I said, this is a dream of mine. I think I mentioned it a few times. Sorry. And I don't know if I'll be able to do it or not. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make, a career out of it, but I want to do this long term no matter what, either way. I'm really enjoying it way more than I ever thought possible. I mean, I've been recording all day today. I started super early in the day, and now it's at the end of the day, and I'm sick, but it's been a blast, and I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you. So I hope I can bring some smiles and laughs to anyone who watches face, and some extra joy into their life. As I get looser and more into this, I'm into it, but more, I guess, comfortable in this. I hope to just bring you even better content, or really bad content, depending. I don't know why I keep doing that, where I keep looking at towards almost like my camera over here in OBS. But seriously, thank you. But let's get into this. I'm going on too long. Let's get going. Let's do this. It's bittersweet though, because it's, like I said, it's awesome and exciting, but also sad because it's such a great game. What the fuck, Ghost? I can't float over there. I swore. Dang it. I did it again. So sorry. Camera, over here. Come on. Head. Camera. Sweet. Orissimo. I'm trying so hard not to swear. It's hard because I swear, and a lot of people I talk to swear, and I hear lots of swears. Here's a fun story. As we cross this turbulent... Is the queen gonna talk? Oh.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
Oh,
Don't.
I almost fell. I didn't realize I was still balancing.
It's the sudden stop at the end that I'm worried about, Dicey.
Although I could beat them all. I'm pretty sure of myself. Maybe too sure. That's a funny story. There's all these gambling places opening all over the place, and they're been doing this loophole where they're skilled games. They're not by luck. They're all rigged. It's all BS. But they use that loophole so that they can put gambling, pop-up gambling, small gambling places everywhere, at convenience stores all over the place, And it's so awful. Gambling is getting so bad.
I feel it too, Dicey. You get close to it, and it's like every bone in your body is warning you to keep away. It smells like...
Hey, ghost. Doom?
That's exactly it.
Oh,
Death.
Doom means death in Dicey World. Well, that's easy to remember. So I was talking about how, like, that's so messed up, because it's really, like, I'm sure some people can, like, trick it,
Goo.
you know,
Almost like
there's,
it's
like,
living,
cheats.
or used to be alive.
Oh, no. That's what all the dead children are for. Oh my goodness, all the dead children is to make the goo, which is making the soldiers operate. Oh, we've been killing all the children. Well, I guess they're already dead. We've seen their bodies, but that's exactly what's happening. Oh, man. Anyway, focus on my story for a second, and we'll get into the back right into the game as we play. Hey, Ghosty. Oh, this looks... I'll finish my story quick before we go forward. So I was talking to that, and I was telling my parents that, and I was like, because I was like, even claw machines, like, I don't know if they always used to be, but like, any like modern claw machine is basically rigged now. And my dad was like, no, they're not rigged. And it's like, yes, they are. He's like, you always think you know what you're talking about. I was like, actually, no. The problem is I feel like I'm not that smart, and I don't know. I literally said this. I was like, and I don't feel like I know that much. But when I do know something and I try to share it, you both seem to think that you know everything, and I can't be right about a single friggin' thing. You know, parents, children, debates, you know, ageist stuff. Parents are all, you know, I love my parents. They're not bad in any kind of way, but it's been a long thing, a long ongoing. Am I recording? Recording? Just double checking. So he was like, they're not, and got all mad because he just felt like I was trying to tell him something he already knew the answer to. So I just sent him a bunch of stuff about how they are rigged. He can be so stubborn. But I very close to my father and always will be. Ooh, that looks dangerous. Is that a ladder? No, it's a flag. Okay. So I'm sure that made him quite mad, but, well, I don't know much, but there are some things I know, and I'm fine with being wrong. But sweet Christmas. Talk about it. Ah, Manny. Out of business, all the cards have been bought. You made me a very rich cupboard. I did. I did make you a very rich cupboard. Can I drop down here? No, okay, so I gotta walk around the long way. Guess that ruins my surprise possibility. Oh, well, I can drop down there. I can literally continue up or drop down. Makes me feel like I should go down there. Let me just see if there's anything over here first. Oh, there is a story thing over there. I haven't missed the story, right? So I have to go this way to get the story, so we'll do that anyway. So I don't think this really goes anywhere else. We want to get the full story. Oh, I can't shoot from down here, that makes sense. And I probably can't get back up. Boom, storybook page. God, wouldn't that be awful if we get this far and then I miss a storybook page? Can I not get back down there now? Well, I still would like to kill you all. Oh, there's nothing down there that I should be getting. There was a way to get up here the whole time. What is going on here? There we go. That was weird. Well, let's listen to that storybook quick. Ooh, one more after this. Ooh, look at that. Dark, full of despair. And children look like they're dying and turning to black goo.
and the children who rolled up. The headmaster showed no mercy, and the black dice hung, pushed into endless slump. Cries echoed through rap. Their very dreams were stolen. No hope was found.
Whoa. That was cool. I just love how, like, there's more and more ways, more and more surprises. It's so cool how they've been doing this. Oh, man, I love this game. So is the black dice feeding on them as well? Should I have went down here? I want to be so pissed if I should have went down there. But I wouldn't have been able to get back up, right? Let me take a quick look-see, just in case. I think we're fine. I think. I don't know. I like barely even look because I'm just so worried to catch a spoiler, and I don't want to spoil anything for myself. Oh wait, I think we just went back down into this area. Well, not the area that I was thinking. Hello, friends. Take those crystals. Oh, I still got hit in all that? Yeah, turds. Did you guys get some more crystals? Jeez Louise. 5, nice. Oh, we don't need the 5. Guess we might as well just top off the health. Oh, I meant to hit B. Okay, gunman. You guys can be kind of annoying, so. So fun. Oh, 1. Well, that's fun. Roll? No. There we go. Oh, he's about to hit me with a sword. I get another 5. Poison. Nice. Just gonna shoot you. Come on. Oh, he still got me? Come on, guys. You can do better than this. Come at me, bros. Was that kind of rude? Sorry if it was. I'm not trying to be rude. I feel like I can murder you. Nice. Ooh, roll that dice. Ooh, I got a 6. Not that I need it. Ah! Too many little men. Too many little men. Little men were bombarding me. There's too many little men. I keep saying that, but there really was. You're dead now. Little men, it's your turn. Oh. Murdering machine. Oh, storybook page. Okay, well, we need to get that. How do we get it? Well, that's the door that opened. I'm assuming this is the door that goes down there where we did not go. Maybe. Not seeing anything that says open sesame. So I check quick how we get this just to make sure we don't miss that last storybook page. I didn't say anything about unlocking it, so I guess we'll just move forward. Hopefully we go around the backside.
Seymour! Is that
Wait,
you?
is that Seymour? Wait, Seymour?
Seymour?
Oh no, Seymour.
Seymour! Is he
Oh, he's alive.
alive?
Oh,
Oh boy.
is that you even? I was just resting my eyes.
Seymour, your eyes.
They didn't even make it about a number. They just took all three.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna get you out of here.
Wait, we have an
You
eye.
can't. There's too many. You'll never be able to. What are you doing?
No, we're gonna save you. God darn dang dash bit.
Careful, even. How much longer I can.
Hang in there, Seymour. We're gonna save you.
Are you winning? I can't see. I'm failing.
Where the heck did the guy with the gun come from? Oh, I ran right into him. Eh. Come on, big number, big number. What is it? 6. Nice. I got stuck in the rock. I literally stuck in the rock? Okay, no. Thought I was literally stuck in the rock. Was that a 4? It's a curse. I think. Should I up the crystal curse again? Yeah, let's do it. Probably should have healed too, but. Leave my friend Seymour alone, you hear? Oh, shit. Roll that dice. Big number, big number. 4. I almost said 5, but... Tag you, bitch. Boom.
You're even tougher than I knew, even.
What happened to you?
Nanny Fortuna happened to me, I'm afraid. She caught me in Forberg, captured me, tried to get me to talk about you, but I didn't tell them anything even. Told them my name was Seymour, not Talkmore. That's when she started taking my eyes. But what about you, even? I thought you were going home. What made you change your mind?
I realized.
Realized what?
That I could go home and live a sorry life. That is not her voice. What is? What the heck? That I could go home and live a sorry life. Where I could go forward and fight for what I believe in. It's not it either, but whatever.
Wow. Nicely said, my friend. The Queen. She's more powerful than you think. And from what I've overheard, your sister has changed.
Change
she
her
won't
back.
be what you expect.
We're gonna save her.
Oh, I'm sorry, even. About all of this. We adults messed up the world, and somehow it's been left to you to fix. A child sent to face off against the most twisted and dangerous being in random, and it's not right. I'm sorry I can't stop you, even. And I'm sorry I can't help.
There's always hope, Seymour. Always. Really, there is.
There is. Whatever's happened to your sister, I don't think it's gone all the way yet.
We're gonna save her.
Just be careful. There's nothing I can do to help you now, especially given my current condition.
You know, a guy called the Visionary gave me this magic eyeball. Magical eyeball. Oh, wow. It got bigger.
Oh, thank you. Now, all we have to do is survive Nanny and the Queen and her minions, and we'll fix everything. Let's go. Hey, whoa.
Seymour, you're in no condition to fight. You need to rest.
Yeah, you should stay
Can't
here,
let
buddy.
you do it alone.
I'm not alone.
Yeah, have Dicey.
Seymour, when this is all over, there will always be a place for you in one town.
I'd like that even.
Sweet. Touching. Lovely. I love it. But what about the... Ooh. Dice slice. But what about the storybook page? Is it down here or up there? That seems to be growing. Oh, look at that, one of these again. Not that I need the money at this point as well, right? Well, I missed one, so... Oh, yes. Good. Perfect. There it is. Final storybook page. Boom. Let's see it. I hope this game did really well. I hope they make another one. It's so good. Final one. Oh, that looks like a celebration.
And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. And now that you know this amazing magical castle is out there in Sixtopia, I'm sure you'll want to live there one day too. Well, don't you worry, because everyone in Random gets their chance. Yes, some fine day, you too will grow up, roll the Queen's one true dice as black as night, and find out who you really are. And whether you're a oneer, or a sixer, or anything in between, there'll be joy in your heart and a song on your lips. 'Cause you'll know one thing is forever true. Random rules.
Because he got captured by the queen, so the storybook pages changed, I'm guessing. He didn't get to finish them and tell the actual story. I wonder if we can save him. Are we gonna see him like in game? Did they make like a in game character for him? I just jumped down. Nope, okay. That'd be really cool though. Like that would be really, really, really cool. Definitely a super neat idea. They didn't do it. I hope someone's done that. That is creepy, but cool.
I'm supposed to find someone here. I don't know, Dicey.
Oh.
But I know they're here
It's
somewhere.
trapping me. I'll move a little quicker. Thank you.
You can imprison my body, but not my spirit.
Come on. Is that the narrator?
She was almost there.
You'll
Almost
never break
there.
the spirit of the rebellion. Never. I did what I did for the rebellion. I regret none of it.
Who are you?
I am the Red Pawn, the leader of the famed rebellion of Vortown against the Queen and her vile no-dice war. True, I was captured, but you cannot kill an idea. Vorburg will be victorious. Villainy can never triumph.
You were from the original Vortown?
The original? What do you mean, the original? Tell me, what became of Vortown?
The original city is gone. I'm sorry, but it's called Vorburg now.
No, it's not possible. I can't. Vorburg? And what of her people?
There's a new city built on the ruins.
Ah, you see, the city may be gone, but the spirit is thriving, just as I may be rotting here in jail, but the rebellion lives on. Even though my city may no longer stand, its ideals always will. Huzzah! Huzzah, I say! You can imprison my body, but not my
I can't believe she left him alive instead of killing him. She's so murderous. So many prison
You'll never
cells.
break the spirit of the rebellion. Never.
Hail, kind soul, and well met. I'm a lost traveler from a distant land. I seem to have taken a wrong turn on my quest and lost my adventurer's cap. You haven't seen it, have you? No? Oh, Cedric would know just what to say right now.
I'm just curious. Oh, no side quest, I was gonna say.
Hail, kind soul, and well met.
One thing was certain.
Distant land.
The story had taken a very dark turn.
I'm curious. Oh.
As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me. This isn't what happens next, you know.
Who are you?
You are in the presence of the narrator of the Queen herself. Show some respect, child.
The Queen imprisoned her own narrator?
The Queen desires control. More than that, she desires not to be controlled. She reached a point where she thought I was controlling her.
What, you just narrate what she does.
You're smarter than you look, child. Yes, that is true. But I could not convince her of that fact. Stories take us places. All of us. Even narrators. And my place, it would seem, is in prison, where I can narrate only myself.
Tell me about the Queen.
I could narrate volumes to you, child. But, like I said, that is not what happens next. Suffice it to say that when she was younger, the Queen, then just a princess, she was happy. We were happy. There was such promise in her. A spark ineffable.
So, were those two with the mask twins or sisters like me and Odd? And both princesses, both daughters of the current king and queen. And then she killed her own parents? What happened next?
Tragedy. Something unexpected. She tried to stop it, but it is a tale long forgotten, and best left that way.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, I haven't helped you at all, child. All I've done is narrate some backstory. Your fate is out of my hands. From what I can see, I'm relieved it's so. I don't need your failure on my conscience.
Damn.
One thing was certain. The story had taken a very dark turn.
This one has a dot, but I can't seem to interact with it.
As days bled into months, and then into years, no one could say what would happen now, least of all me.
What about this one?
The Queen, in her wisdom, was right to put me in here. I did something wrong, whatever it was.
This was not what was supposed to happen.
She is good, and if I tell her that enough, one day she will let me out. She's good. She is good.
Oh, poor Melvin the Unlucky.
Mommy.
Oh. They added that in there for that. Oh, fact.
Even's narrator was so close, she just had to keep looking. Some part of Even knew her narrator was close. It was a feeling that went beyond words.
Narrating that you're close? Well, let's go see what's down here first, 'cause that seems to be the right way.
All this for a little
Oh.
super juice.
Hi, didn't I see you in Two-Town? Tell me how you got here.
Oh, well, very eagerly. I was minding my business, and then Nanny Fortuna came, and I accidentally spilled some super juice on her. That's it.
But everybody loves super juice.
Right? And then she arrested me and brought me to the Queen. And then I maybe spilled some juice on her.
Oh no. You still had juice?
I was thirsty. And then I tried to clean it up and kinda maybe spilled some more juice on her black dice.
Oh my
And
goodness.
down her dress. That was 2 lifetime sentences extra right there.
Where were you storing all that juice?
Pockets, mostly. Cheeks, too. Built into hidden reservoirs in me top, too. Thought my rung out of my hair. I'm a juicy boy. I'm not going to apologize for that. Anyway, that's my story. Remember me, my only regret is that I ceaselessly spilled so much super juice on authoritarian state figures.
Stay juicy, juicy bee. Oh, another one of these.
You'll never break the spirit of the rebellion. Never.
Does this go to the same spot? Seems like it did. Just double check.
Even and her narrator were almost reunited.
Kinda.
She was so close. She was so dramatically close.
Oh no, it doesn't. So how did I... What the heck? That other way wasn't to you? I'm confused. Now I gotta go back the other way.
Raven, do you remember me? For I remember you.
The Shadow Man? You leave me alone.
And yet you're the one who approached me. You're probably wondering why I'm here and not out there, picking my teeth with the bones of the disobedient. I suppose it makes no difference to tell you. The Queen hired me
I thought.
all those years ago to kill that meddlesome King of Freedom and to start their war.
Why'd you do that, you monster?
Oh, I was paid, but I would have done it for free. The Queen wanted to ensure his children would tear each other apart in the years and decades to come. And they did. I gave the Queen her endless war. I did brilliant work. But she played even me, you see. She promised me the people would fear the Shadow Man beyond reason. But they didn't. My rule was kept secret. And instead, they grew to fear war, their own deaths. And when I finally had enough, when I finally threatened to reveal the truth to everyone, well, here I am.
I feel like this... She's at the point where she's feeling really brave. I think this is what she would say. I did it again. I keep looking over here to talk to you up there. I'm so sorry. I pity you, you know. You never amounted to anything, and you never will.
No, you don't get to pity me. I'm terrifying. You're terrified of me. Say it! Say you're terrified!
Pitiful.
You don't pity me? In fact, no. I pity you. You hear me? I pity you. I pity you. Nobody pities me. Nobody. Nobody.
I think we upset him. Oh! Got an achievement for that. Well, I'm glad I'm talking to all these people. Their prisons. Well, that's for sure where the narrator is. So let's detour. Oh, is this the way I came up? Oh, so we... Okay, yeah. Yes, it was. Okay. So we're all heading in the right direction. So we beat the Shadow Man. He's in prison. But I am curious if he turned, like, the Bag Brothers, if that's how he became the Shadow Man. I'd love to know, because he's super ancient and stuff. That'd be a fun story. Maybe that will be a sequel where, like, you play the... you know, the past. It's a prequel game. I did it again. I'm so sorry. I keep trying not to. Somehow I've gotten into the habit and I can't stop. Oh, cutscene.
Ah, there you are, my friend. Thank you for the rescue. Now, I can get back to my job of narrating. The narrator said, narratively.
Hooey, I mean, weird. Yeah, it's you. There you are.
There he is.
Whoa, wait. You can hear me?
Yeah, this is new, and yet it isn't.
This is unprecedented. Oh, but that doesn't mean it's bad. Took the words right out of my mouth, little one. It was hard being alone. I felt like half a person, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I felt your absence.
It would be strange if you didn't. I am your narrator, after all. Oh, but it is nice to know when one's work is appreciated. But you can hear me now, and we should make the most of that while we can. One never knows how long it will be until the old authorities reassert themselves. We've got a quest to finish, my friend, and I stand ready to describe it if you stand ready to live it.
Let's end this once and for all.
Let's.
I can't even
Now then,
do the voice
where were
anymore.
Ah, yes. A girl, her dice, and her narrator were reunited at last. Behind them, the wreckage of all that had stood in their way. Ahead of them, the queen and her minions. Even squared her shoulders and strode forward toward her destiny. Oh, why, thank you.
We saved the narrator. Although, I guess in a way we didn't, but...
You have to get me out of here. I'm a unicorn. A real live unicorn. I swear, I am a real unicorn. The queen imprisoned me because I spread literal rainbows wherever I went, and they clashed with her aesthetic. Okay, fine, I'm not a unicorn, okay? I'm just a talking horse who told her off. But that's still incredibly magical and special. You've got to help me.
That was funny. It would have been cool if the narrator had a character design, though. It would have been neat to see. Especially if they base it on the actual person in any kind of way. It would have been cool. That doesn't sound dangerous. Up or down, left to right. Last scene. We'll go down first.
This used to be a beautiful palace, a place of learning, of magic, of... Oh, yes, Dicey. It was also a place of dice.
Oh, nice. Maybe I should go up. I'm not really sure which way is the right way. But that kind of seems right, so I guess we'll go up. Don't want to miss anything. It's an awful lot of paths. Guess we'll go check this way. There wasn't anything else over here, right? Just double check. Okay, no. Many decks.
Halls that once echoed with the laughter of children. were now still, empty and desolate. Oh, right. Except for Even and her amazing friend Dicey, who was... great, did you say?
Well,
Was, and I quote, great and awesome to the max.
I like that Dicey's talking back and forth a little now. Well, let's go down here again. I know, so much back and forth. Try not to miss anything. So bear with me. Because assuming this is not the right way, seeing Manny Dex is that way. Or does this go up to Manny Dex too? Or maybe this is the right way. Oh, nope. This also goes the same way. Okay. Oof, I was like, oh no. We're gonna miss something.
I've got a card up my sleeve, in my chest, up my nose, up me... well, everywhere. Let's trade.
Manny, I already bought all your cards. See? Oh, there's the ghost. Oh, this is a battle too. Okay, I think this is the final stretch. We're real close to the queen. Oh, he's coming right at me. Oh, we got a 6. Poison. Crystal Curse. Shield. Full hand. 1. Double up on the blink. Well, I guess I don't technically have a weapon, so I guess I probably shouldn't have done that. I don't know how he forgot I don't have a weapon. Dice roll, what is that? 5. Nice. That just in case. Crystal Curse. Oop. Who's next? That all you got, man? Oh, doing good. Now we got a 1. Is the bow worth getting? Probably should just in case. The big guy. Oh, I don't have any poison. Ah, it's a good thing I got that. Although, I guess I just have arrows and not the Crystal Curse, so... Oop. Try to hit B. Oh wow, I still have my bubble from earlier. Cool. roll. Oh, hey, another dice thing. And I got a 1. Well, that's fine. Crystal Curse. Double this up. Did I not need that? No. And it's time to roll. Look at that. 5. Boom. Arrow. Bubble. Chop that off. Save that. Don't have my blink though. Get the blink. Get my poison. And might as well just top off the spear. That's all you got, man. Blink. I was going to do something else, and then I... Oh, another one? Oh, I tried to hit B, but... There we go. Oh, he spun. Did not expect him to spin. Blah, blah. I forgot that that's a thing he can do. This is fine, so we'll just pin that. Some poison. And I guess I'll use this and heal. Oh, he's spinning, he's spinning. Oh, he's dead. Did we do it? Ah, nice.
The dark crystals had appeared in the same age as the castle's fall, but they were not the cause of this destruction, merely an effect of it. There was something much darker here.
Way to creep us out, Mr. Narrator.
I like that she can hear him now and can respond. Should we fall into the goo? Game over, probably. I don't think we have enough time to do another video, so I think we're just gonna go until this ends, and we might just go a little long.
The remains of the castle were quiet, almost serene, but within them still
cool,
dwelled a great power.
Here goes nothing, Dicey.
Still recording, right?
Point taken. Here goes
Handle is
everything.
really helping. Any final little mysteries to get before I go in? Because I have a feeling Nanny Fortuna is what we'll have to deal with first, or Nanny Fortuna and the Queen. And then I think we'll save my sister once we beat them. Hope we don't have to fight her. Oh. Would I ever skip it? I guess if I'm playing again. I did it again. I'm so sorry.
Look at this place. It is stunning, and it's been lived in recently. We're not alone here, Dicey.
Well, doesn't the Queen live here? Do we go down the stairs or up? Well, I guess we have to go down because we don't have a key. Wow. We can't even... I'm surprised they had one there, because I don't think I'm going to see Manny in here. That would be wild. What a conversation. Yeah, we have to have a key, so we have to go down. Alright, let's see what's down here. Elevator. Wonderful. Oh.
Whoa, she has a fleet of these things.
That's concerning.
Someone's working on them.
Wait, Nanny Fortuna was coming.
Quick, hide!
Now, hurry up, you scrumptious little children.
What does scrumptions mean, miss?
Means keep walking and stop asking questions.
Oh no, we have to save them.
Like to wait.
Oh, are they feeding them to the dice and the dice is doing it all?
Come on, that key's gotta be here somewhere.
The key even was looking for. She just knew
right
it
there.
had to be here somewhere.
Ugh, not your most helpful narration, bruv.
It can't be that easy, right? Just this and then you go back up. Well, we know the use for the key. I thought something terrible was gonna happen, I guess. No. Ah. Suspense. I can feel it coursing through my veins. Oh. Manny isn't here.
Raise the stakes with a new card. Man. Ugh. Cards on the table. This is a bit outside my normal rounds, and not at all what I was expecting. But now you're here, and Manidex is playing a sympathy card. You've got to buy something, mate.
You don't have anything left, Manny. I heard that earlier. Manny, I don't understand what happened here.
Oh, Manny doesn't try to understand the world. All I understand
I should have. I did that earlier.
And
I should have selected
understand
the
now
other
that perhaps
option.
You're looking to trade.
Oh,
You never know who's listening, mate.
can't
Now,
believe
let's trade and forget all about any treasonous thoughts, eh?
I could have got that other dialogue and I didn't do it. I'm so sorry. Now, no matter how many times, I'll never get it again. Oh, what an error on my part. I can't believe he's in the castle, though. He should sit out, Nanny.
Here we go.
Yeah, I just called him Nanny. Oh my goodness.
Was to climb
Nanny.
a terrifying upper tower and face our destiny.
Sister?
You're not in any danger here.
Ah, Queen of Shao.
Even
I think that's exactly what
know
it is.
what happens to a narrator if the person they're narrating dies.
No.
Me neither. Oh, but I'm sure it's not good.
Could be better than being in prison like the Queen's narrator. Here we go. Oh, right off the bat. Oh my god. Oh my god. I guess I gotta do dodges to get the crystals. Oh, and I still got hit. Oh, frickin' bird blocking the view. Tight quarters. That definitely made them a lot harder having close quarters like this. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Yeah, that makes that a lot more difficult. The curse. Poison. Arrow. Bubble. Oh, jeez. Oh. Frickin'. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. This is not good. Oh, potion. Come on, potion. Come on, potion. I did not get a potion. bad. They are really cruel. I can't escape them. This is awful. I'm like so scared to do anything. Ooh. Potion. 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 That's all I really need right now. Alright, buddy. Well, this has been a terrifying encounter, dude. Oh my god, there's more of them. Ooh, boy. Whew. Something else, you know? For sure. Got my health off. How's my blink strike? Pretty good. We'll do the crystal curse. Really? Can't hit him in that state? At all? Oh, that should be over after him, right? Nope, there's another one. And I got a one. Wanna attack me? Sure do. Man, that was so, it's just so stressful with two of them and it was so close like that. I was making every mistake I could ever dream of making. But we got through it. We survived. And not Nanny Fortuna yet, or the Queen. So I think we may run a little late in this episode, but I think we're right there at the end, and I just don't want to. Oh, can I do that with the earlier pictures? I don't think I could have. It is.
Two royal girls. Princesses. The two of them were the exact same ages. As even and odd.
Oh wait, we're the same ages? I thought we were...
Yeah.
Just the same thing again.
Two royal girls. Princesses.
Oh, we're stuck in it now.
The two of them.
Sorry. I tried to get out of there.
As even and odd.
Those masks.
So is she trying to replace her sister now with Odd? Interesting. How are we? Sixtopia, one card. I think we got all the ones from the other one. Oh, it's the throne.
The Queen's throne. It is from here that the Queen rules the fate of random with the roll of her dice. But where was she now?
Yeah, where is she now?
One croft, even in Odd's home. One croft, even in Odd's home.
My bad.
It was home. My family's there and I miss them, but I honestly don't know where home is anymore. Oh, Dicey. My home is by your side too.
It's just the same thing again.
One croft, even in Odd's home.
New one.
It was in this very throne room that the Queen would roll her dice to decide today's fate and personality of the poor inhabitants of Two Town.
That's crazy, isn't it? The idea that their fates should be controlled by the Queen rolling a dice somewhere. You grow up with it, so you think it's normal, but the whole thing is madness.
Yeah. How my hair's just glowing purple.
Forburg, a fallen city built on the ruins of its past self.
Another insane system. She pulls us all into her crazy solutions until we forget how things used to be, and everyone in random is just lost in her madness. She's cost so much.
Yeah.
Sixtopia, a glittering city of cardboard, made to give the poor people of Random something to aspire to. The biggest and most cynical lie of them all.
This can't go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope we can do something about it too.
How are you, Dicey? Okay, there you go.
Freedom. It was a land and a family torn apart by an endless, futile war.
A war the Queen instigated to keep the people divided and her in power. Yeah, the triplets could have done something, but they squandered it and so much else hating each other.
Where did Dicey go again?
Five Tropolis, once a land of creativity and magic. Now, little more than a robot factory.
It's over there.
There were good people there. We've all been twisted by her. And we can't even see it. We're fish born in a tiny bowl, and we look around and say, oh, this is good. This is definitely how it should be. But we should be swimming in the ocean.
Splish splish.
Okay, yes. Not all fish can live in salt water. But we should at least be swimming in a big old lake.
So you're over here, Dicey, being distracted. Okay. Oh, we're so close
This
to
was
the
it.
end.
The point of no return. Whatever the end was, even and Dicey were going to meet it.
Listen, Dicey, whatever happens next, I just want you to know. Look, I'm not too good with feelings and stuff, but I just want to say I've never become best friends with someone faster, and we've saved each other's lives countless times. And well, thank you, Dicey, for everything.
Yeah.
Right, back at you, bud. Now, let's go kick that Queen's evil butt together.
Yeah. That's the picture. Copy. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Do I? Do? Maybe? Felt like I was gonna sneeze. Sorry. Yeah, we're almost done. So this will be a long video, but it'll be the finale. Look at that picture. That's of the old kingdom, I'm guessing. Looks like it used to be very beautiful. Is that the king's robot? All together and whole? That she was threatened by? She had him assassinated by the Shadow Man? Almost looks like Uma. We're so close to the end. Yeah, this is going to be a long episode. Here we go.
Hiding? Is over here good?
Hod!
Now then, children, Inside that black dice is your ultimate destiny. Well, if it isn't the one from one town, even, was it? Poor girl, you've marched all this way alone, only to find your own end waiting for you.
Only I'm not alone, Nanny. And
Yeah.
it seems to me that the only end I've been marching towards is yours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Such impudence demands punishment.
Beat you once and we'll beat you again. But this time, we'll end you for good. Oh, whoa, how do I have poison? Is that a glitch? Interesting. Oh, get the bow. Poison. Use this to get the crystal. She doesn't have a crystal on her, so. Do you have a crystal? Going well so far. Double this, right? Can't use it on all of them, but we can use it on a couple of them.
I ate children long before, and you and your dice means I'll face narrow once more.
She seems protected. I feel like if I hit her, it's gonna poison. We'll pin these two in case. Well, we're gonna find out. Yep. Maybe I have to hit the bomb in her hand. Oh, I do. Oop. Get it? Yeah. Go from again? Oh. Probably smart that she decided not to do that. Ooh, that was close. Well, we might as well just get the bow of one. Stick with that, you know. Damage.
Pray for mercy, pray for help. Nanny's gonna make you yell.
Ah. Ah. Missed. Ah. Gotcha. Boom. I'm just gonna get these so I can roll. Nanny, 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 when are you gonna learn? Get that? Come on. Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. It's your doom, Nanny? Ah. So close. Then she's gonna charge me, Nanny. Nanny, nanny, nanny. You should know that you're about to go down. Boom. There it is. Ding dong. Wait, really? That's the achievement? Haha. Happy coincidence.
I suppose it is one's lot in life when one is a nanny to suffer doing someone else's hard work while they reap all the benefits. Eventually, everyone leaves you behind, don't they? And any love they held for you is temporary, transactional.
I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? You tortured Seymour.
I did my job, child. I followed orders. And none of us would be in this mess now if you'd followed your parents' orders and stayed home.
Maybe you should have been a better damn nanny. I'm going to stop the Queen. Don't be here when I come back.
When I come back. Such unearned confidence. You know, everyone is so quick to judge her. But the Queen really likes you even.
She stole my sister and tried to kill me multiple times. Wasn't the voice at all. Damn.
Well, there's a lot of that going around, child. You're not a popular person here. Now then, run along before you're too late.
Coming. Card. Enter the black dice. This is it. Definitely a late episode, but worth it. Let's do it. Whoa.
Where are we?
Whoa. I guess I'm running back and forth because I can spread.
Dicey? Are you seeing this?
Uh-oh.
Through that portal? You sure it's safe? The opposite of reassuring.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's literally sapping the life out of those kids.
Those
There's a
poor
lot of
children.
them.
It's so much worse than I.
No, narrator. We got this, though. Beat the Queen and we'll save them all. Maybe
Is the
Lucky's in
black
there.
Goo coming from their heads, their brains.
The black dice is mining those poor children for their nightmares, their darkest dreads, their most agonizing miseries, coalescing them into the dark fuel.
There's kind of hint like where the kids were like telling horrible stories. Well, they're supposed to be like scary ghost stories, but they were just not good. Yeah, kids' minds get dark too, you know. Just as dark as anyone's. This place is so
The
cool,
robots, the dark twisting of the arenas, all of it. It's all powered by those helpless kids' nightmares.
though. Queen.
There are few things more powerful
Three
than unbridled
heads?
fear. This place, it feeds on it. It's a sacrifice.
There we go. I should have been looking to see if Lucky was here, still alive. Is that who this? Wait, is that Bernie? Oh no, it's not Bernie. It's the derpy one. Can't think of his name. Really? Even in here? Should I have been looking this whole time? I just assumed there wouldn't be. Where are they? I could see them earlier. I don't know, but we're gonna get to them soon. Over there. Yeah, the three heads.
Hey, Even, that's lucky, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
That is her. She's still alive.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, then Odd didn't kill her after all. She might not be as far gone as I thought.
Oh, she just pushed her into the dice.
I hope you're okay.
It's not too late.
Oh, masters of the one true dice, have my sacrifices not been ample? Have you not long feasted on paranoia, bitterness, fear itself?
So the three heads are the evil, and they're controlling the queen? Well, I guess the queen is using them probably as much as they are using her, it seems like, but... Wow, really? Like, why? Is there a secret achievement to get all of those? God, that'd be terrible. I definitely did not get them all. I know I missed one of the dice tunnels for sure. Here we go. Definitely a late one, but that's okay.
Are you not satisfied? Have I not been good to you, my three lords, since that first moment of your summoning?
Ah, guess we're doing this.
Yep. Over here.
You have given me power over randomness since we first began our exchange, and we have both found it profitable. But I have no heir, and I cannot let this great work falter. I beg you for just one more boon, just a taste of your power.
Thumbnail? Right there? Probably get a better thumbnail over here anyway. This is it. I guess I maybe could have split this into 2 episodes. We're in it now. We're too deep to turn back. There's Odd. Yeah, go faster. Got this. Whoa, where the heck am I? What a game board piece. I can't believe they're stuffing fucking statues in here to shoot too. I love it, but
share my dominion over chance itself with my successor. Just as I once did to you, this child has proven herself worthy to me.
she's trying to make... Oh, we gotta hurry. She's trying to make Odd the next her?
She will please you, just as I have. She will keep up my end of the bargain, so that you can keep up yours.
This could be another also good thumbnail. Let's go save my sister. Whoa. Ooh, that could be a good one too, though. So many, like, cool stuff here.
Lords, I beseech you, let my power be shared, and I swear that 2 souls shall then worship you evermore.
Nope. Manny! Why the hell? Whoa, whoa, hold up.
Right, I have no idea how I got here either. But you're here, I'm here, and no matter how the cards are stacked, we still have hope. And the chance to do some business.
It's been a trip, hasn't it, Manny?
It sure has, and you've been great, mate. So listen, mate, Cards on the table now. I want to help. You need something before your big fight? Because the way I figure it, if the Queen wins, then you lose, and I lose my best customer. My only customer, really. I know we try to keep things light between us, but you've saved me, mate. Before you, nobody bought cards. I was in danger of losing the store.
How could you lose the store? Aren't you the store?
Oh, it gets dark, mate. You're the only one who ever wanted to buy cards, and you saved me. So it seems to me you're just the one to save everyone else too. I'm in your corner, just like you've been in mine all this time. Now then, let's get to it, shall we, matey?
I bought him on Manny. But thank you for the kind words. That's what I was hoping for earlier when I bought all your cards. Just checking. See if there's any dialogue. And another one. Wild. Here we go.
Lord, step forward. There's no more time to prepare.
No.
No!
Yeah.
Don't do it!
What? You?
I fought across your entire twisted realm to stop you and to save my sister. And that's what I'm gonna do. Come on, Odd. We need to get out of here.
Nobody's being held here, foolish even. Odd's free to go, if she chooses.
So I should go with you now, even. Because why? You finally deigned to come see me?
No, Odd, it wasn't like that. You need to...
To what? To understand that my little sister, the one who's always had it so easy her entire Wanna life, now thinks she knows what's best for me?
Odd.
Or maybe you're just jealous that I've grown up and of the power I'm about to receive. Is that it? She chose me, even.
It is sad to see such pettiness embodied in someone so young. She's standing between you and your power. And reminds me, Odd, what do we do to those who stand in our way?
No. We destroy them, my queen.
Ah, so we do.
I don't want to have to fight my sister. Oh, I have to.
Even you've always been so
Whoa.
young. Far too young to see that none of this is about what you want.
Oh, that is frightening. The like death squeal screech too. Wow. Oh, can she hit me in this form too? I don't know. Or is she frozen? I really don't know. It's terrifying. Choices. Sorry. Blink, right? And we'll just do another blink. Then we'll pin the arrow just in case. I don't know where she is though. Odd, I don't want to have to fight you.
It's me!
Oh, I know precisely who I'm fighting.
Well, where are you? God, I don't want to have to do this.
You've always been an annoyance, a stray little dog nipping at my heels.
Oh, don't do it that way.
And strays.
Where are you?
Damn.
Why are you making me do this?
Disappointing. Perhaps I chose the wrong sister after all.
Is she alive? Oh, thank goodness.
Odd!
Oof.
Is that really you? Trust me, sis.
Yes, yes! Bring the dice to me, and we shall...
Hey! Shattered lady.
Yeah.
No!
Wait,
Dicey!
why'd you throw Dicey?
Even, jump!
Oh, I thought she just killed Dicey. I thought she pretended to betray the king and then betrayed me. Ah. Want that children on my watch. Hmm.
Odd!
Even.
I'm so sorry. About everything.
No, I'm sorry. That mask, I became so petty, so afraid, and even I hated myself.
No, Odd. I love you. I love you no matter what.
Even. I'm weaker without her, like everything good and strong in me is.
We'll help you, Odd. I've got some help.
Oh no. Took the words right out of my mouth, Odd. Oh, we have to run?
Stop right there, you betrayers!
Even, hold on.
A secret passageway?
Oh.
How did you...
It's one of the Queen's secret passageways. All I know is she hated me poking around it.
You can't...
Then I say it's our best chance.
My territory.
Let's go.
Your story ends here, you urchins.
Here we go.
I offered you a kingdom and you chose the dirt. Come back here, you wretches.
Ah. What's happening? Do we do it? Is this it? Oh.
What's going on here? Who is that?
Is
I
that
don't know, the Queen never...
Don't touch her.
is your
Who
sister?
is this? Why are you holding her captive?
It's your sister, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one I was to replace. She looks so sad, frozen at the moment of her death.
You know nothing. Nothing.
She was looking for someone strong enough probably to use for her sister's new body.
This is none of your business, and neither is that dice.
Damn. Well. Let's go, bitch. So sorry, I swore.
Everything, and I won't let you.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna break the big crystal. Oh, she got me. Oh, she can probably move through this too. Oh, she can't? Oh, that's nice. Her shadow is not as good as her. Probably shouldn't tease her. And then I'll use a blink just in case I get my weapon the next time. That way I can
finally see what happens when you embrace randomness. You die.
That doesn't look good.
You're ruining everything! Everything! And I won't let you!
Ooh. I see you want to go over there and get some of that.
I'll always protect her, you fool. I'll not.
Ooh, 5. There we go. Oh, and it didn't matter. I didn't get it fast enough anyway. Hit this. My bow.
Now do you finally see what happens when you embrace randomness? You die.
I feel like I probably shouldn't get touched by that goo.
Everything! And I won't let you! How can you hope to win? One unexpected random element, a one and nobody, against the Queen!
Ooh, boy. More. Potion. Crystal. Weapon.
Or any other agents of randomness to hurt my sister! Now do you finally see what happens when you embrace randomness? You die!
I want to stay away from that gook, though, I'm sure.
The world begs to be controlled, even. It must be yoked to a purpose. Otherwise, all that's left is random.
Alright. Oh, I got a 1. Bubble. This. Poison. Spear. There.
I'll always protect her, you fool. I'll never allow you or any other agents of randomness to hurt my sister. You're ruining everything! Everything! And I won't let you!
This is it. Got greedy. Boom. Oh no, dicey.
You see, you are nothing without that cursed dice.
No. What's happening? Oh, is that not what I'm supposed to do?
You are nothing without that cursed dice. Your dice is dying well. Quietly, resignedly. You do well to learn from it.
So
this dice is an annoyance too long endured, and very shortly gone.
what is happening? Is it, so I can't go towards her? What am I supposed to do then?
You see, you are nothing without that cursed dice.
Oh, shoot dicey. That makes more sense. Well, shoot the hand. Oh, the ghost. Oh! Is the ghost her sister?
You have to let me freeze time for you again, Nat. You have to. You'll die out here.
Alexandra?
You need to listen to me.
You've changed so much.
No, I'm still your sister. Can't you see? I'm still protecting you, no matter what it costs.
You have to let her go.
No, no! I won't let you die. If she dies, then I failed. Then all of this was futile. This whole world can burn for all I care, as long as she lives.
Alexandra, I'm not worth it.
Shh, don't say that. Of course you are. I love you. I love you.
Please. It hurts. It hurts all the time. Even when time stops, it's still... Let me go, sis. I can't wait for you here, but I promise, I'll wait for you there.
No, don't. Don't.
We'll play again, okay? Just you and me.
Natalia!
Just you and me.
Nothing. Dark Lord. Please, you can't hurt me now, don't you see? You think I'm afraid of dying? Go. This is my fight.
Alexandra.
You've saved Random. That's plenty. Only I can save myself.
Odd. Goodbye.
Odd, come on, hurry!
Jeez, now we had to run. That was actually really sad and touching. Even better than I could imagine. It's always awesome. I don't know about awesome.
Come on, Odd. We need
But
to get out of here.
when they give you, you know,
The children got out.
a villain who, you know, has a really touching and still, you know, never a good reason for everything she's done, but
What are we gonna do? Wait, I left my hat.
What's going to happen? Even we could land anywhere in Random. We could end up lost.
Nah.
And as for what happened next, well,
Did you hear something? It's a long story.
what a great friggin' game. Wow. Oh, that ending got me a little, started getting me a little teary-eyed. Wow. I gotta text my fiance quick.
Dies may be my biggest vice. Still, take my advice.
I do want to see the people who did this.
Kiss
So.
'em before you toss 'em.
Great writing.
Though I may have lost a coin or two, gambling my pouch away. Kiss 'em before you tossing. Be it the king, be it the queen, be it the souls under their feet, you must kiss them before you toss them. One, two, three, four, or five, or six.
What a great game. Seriously, like, good. All these people involved, like, it's just, they did such a great job. It's, I can't give it enough compliments, and I can't. I'm too sick. My brain's too out of it. I'm too loopy still to like really give it the words it deserves, or to really give it the words that it really deserved to describe all the things that it did so friggin' well. And I'm sure there's issues and people have issues with it, and I know there were some bugs and glitches I had before towards the beginning, but what a great friggin' game. Like, seriously, that was amazing. And the sound design was incredible, though. Marcus Klang and Olav Redmalm.
Good morning, world. Come along. Don't think twice. Bring your dice and we'll introduce the town to you.
And I want all these credits to This is a fun song. But I want to leave the credits instead of hitting continue because it is such a good game, and I don't want all these people deserve full credit, and they deserve their names to be seen. And here's some some of the people that worked on the game did the voice acting. I'm trying to think if any of these names sound familiar to me. I don't think so. Oh, wow. Wow. Were these all people that also just worked on the game? I feel like I saw a lot of these names in the other credits. Billboards. Some of the names seem from. I'll have to check to be sure to like bad faces to characters and faces to names. But what a great, just a fantastic friggin' job. Like, I mean, I don't know how many people have played this game. When I looked up stuff on it, like, there really didn't seem to be a lot of... A good song too, catchy. I like the music. But there wasn't really any information. Like, when I was trying to look up that quest earlier, like, there was, like, I couldn't find, like, anything on it. Where, like, Death's Door, I played Death's Door, and there was, like, tons of stuff about that. And that's a great game too, but not to discredit that game, because that's an amazing game too. But this is something special, I feel like.
Have you seen a little boy about yay high?
Let me see. You mean this one here?
Let him out!
Oh, little one, no need to shout. If you want him back, all you have to do, help me end this war. It's all up to you. Hey, don't look so glum. There's no need to sigh. I know you can do it even if you try.
The sixer is missing. What am I to do? What am I to say? Just how can I do the job anyway? Where could it have gone?
Just super outstanding. I'm gonna look up more information about this. Just check out my fiance quick while I listen and look. Man, the art was so good, the voice acting, the sounds, the way they did, just literally. Obviously, it's not perfect. There's no game that truly is perfect, but in my opinion, the enjoyment I got out of this, for me, this is what I would consider a perfect game because it had everything I really like in video games. It's just they did so much so well. Even the bad, I can overlook whatever it was. I really liked it. what a great first game to do for my journey. Man, hopefully we don't go through as much as or even an odd went through though. Wow, just so good. Our House Labs. Botto did the QA testing. Wow, so good. And I'm glad, you know, I started really early recording today. I'm on vacation. I'm sick. I got interrupted constantly. It was quite a lot to get through this all today, but worth every second of it. And I'm so glad I get to share that with anyone who is watching. And I appreciate that. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this journey and really enjoyed this game. Yeah, EA. It's an EA game. Wow. I have to look up how well this game did, like sales-wise, because it's so good. And I would love, whether it's a sequel or a prequel or both, I would love to do another game in like this. I hope they make its own universe, because I would love to play one in this universe again. It's so good. Like I don't think I've ever seen. I'll have to see if Jack. Let me check now. Or Mark's played this. Because I don't think I've seen Sean. I'm sorry, Jack's not the guy. Play this or. But maybe he has. No, he hasn't. Gab did. Are they married now? His wife, I want to say. She played this whole game in 6 videos. Oh, but she did 2-hour segments. So she was faster than me. But twice as long. So, and more. So, at least I know for my ramblings and distractions, I wasn't too far off in how long it probably should have taken me. So yeah, Jack's never played this, but she did. Man, I would love to see what he thinks about like the art and the sounds, especially because it's so big to sound. Yeah. You know, title wise, I should look at these guys' titles because their titles are so much better. What was that? I thought there was a scene about to happen. I want to get dark. There we go. Because their titles are much better than mine are. They're shorter. They're better. Her ending was 2 hours long too, so makes me feel a little bit better too about our ending being extra long. I made my series much longer, so if I had done doubles, I would have been. Well, who knows? Maybe I would have rambled less. I would have got further faster too. So I might have got less, but it would have been 10 episodes. Well, I guess 11 because 10 and then this one was 2 hours. But maybe I would have got through it faster too, and less interruptions and less distractions and less rambling. So it might have been more like 8 or 9. Right? Plus, she probably did better cuts too. I didn't do a ton of cutting, little to none. Wow, great game. Seriously loved it. We'll go all the way through the credits and then we'll end there. I really have to pee too, so I don't know. I'll keep it real short. I'll just keep talking now. EA is EA short for Eagle Wait? I don't think I've ever looked at the credits for an EA game before. I don't think so. If I have, I don't remember ever seeing like the EA the Eagle thing. Wow. Huh. I'll have to check that out too, because I'm curious where that came from. XR marketing, publishing, and analytics. Oh, another song. Kind of. Well, I mean it is, but still music. They had some good twists in there too. Like the Bag Brothers, I wasn't expecting. We kind of had the Queen, that whole situation figured out pretty solidly. We got the king wrong. I really thought it was going to be Nanny Fortuna, but it would make more sense because how the hell? I didn't even think about the fact that the way Nanny Fortuna like gets around. I didn't even think about that. It never crossed my mind. If I had thought about that 1 second, I probably would have got there. But my brain just never went there. Never was like. And just good story, good content, a lot of good life lessons, which is always great to see in a game. I guess I can also use this time to talk about what's going to come next, because by the time I'm recording again, I think it's going to be the end of January, maybe the beginning of February, depending on how far this gets me. I think this will get me to about then, and then I'll record. I'll probably do some one-offs. I think I said this before, actually, but I think I'll do some one-offs. I'll just pick a random game. Maybe I'll go through random one-offs that Jacksepticeye I play Markiplier them, because I watch all their content. Game Grumps too. They have a lot of great one-offs, so maybe I'll pick some quirky one-offs that they've played before, if I have them. I don't know. I guess I could do what they do. I won't say what. I could do a one-off of older games too. I have the Super Nintendo. I have the original Nintendo. My father had that. Got the 64. I got a PlayStation. I basically have. If you're wondering why I'm poor, that's why. I have every console. Only console I don't have is PS3 because I refused. It was too expensive, and I felt like it just wasn't worth it. And I was angry at PlayStation at the time. And at PlayStation still, I find irritating. No offense to PlayStation players. They're just annoying. They should just play nice with everyone. And I wish they would work. I mean, I guess it's business smart, and I love the PSP. I just don't like the direction they went. And then I heard some rumors about how they treat like some of their like exclusive game creators that they have, companies and stuff. I can't know why my brain's blinking. And I heard it was bad. I don't know if there's any truth to that. Because like Alana, works for them for God of War, and she speaks nothing but, high regards for them. So, or maybe that was the case for some other sections of it, and they've since fixed that or addressed it, or maybe it was just rumors to begin with, none of it was true. I mean, it's hard to say. I'm not part of Sony, it never happened. So I could do a one-off of older games. That could be fun. There's some pretty fun games I could pick. There's a fun game for the OG Xbox. It's like a kung fu game. I can't think of what it's called. You can play like as old man and stuff. And I thought that game was super, super fun. Random rolls. But as we get closer, I'll pick that. Maybe I'll do some late Christmas stuff, or I'll do some one-off, or just maybe like short that I can beat in a short time horror games. Something like that, maybe. We'll decide as we get closer. But, yeah, there we go. Back at the title screen. Lost at random. So we'll end it here, but I do really have to pee, so I will end it here. What I will say is probably the next series to come. I don't have a PS5, because I'm poor, and I went with the X because I'm an Xbox player and a PC player, and PlayStation for the exclusives. Although I think I talked about Xbox and how they wronged me I talked to them recently. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'll tell this quick. I talked to them recently, and they were like, you know what? We're putting it back to the back team again. We're prioritizing it. We're putting everyone on this that we can. We flagged it. They got to stay. We're like, we got everything sent off. They'll get back to you in 2 to 3 days, guaranteed, without a doubt. You'll have an answer. We're gonna let you know, one way or another. There's gonna be a solution. And you know what? The issue with my achievements, not fixed. No follow-up. No responses. Not in the spam filter, spam box, anything. And my achievements are still not fixed. Every single time this happens, it's like, we are gonna fix this. This is gonna be fixed. We understand. And I believe the support people, but I just think it's out of their power. And the people who can fix it, I'm not allowed to speak to. We can't get a hold of them directly. So some stuff has been fixed due to it, but the most part, that hasn't been the case. Let's go ahead. We'll mute this for a second. This wonderful music. Did that work? At least it muted it otherwise. Just not for me. For me, I would have to turn it down. So we'll turn it down. Because I can still hear it. So I think what I'll do, if I can get a PS5, there are games I want to play for sure, like the new God of War. I'll probably just start with the other new one, because I've heard that that's a good starting point in the God of War, and I never had a chance. I watched people play God of War a long time ago. I don't know if I recall much about it, but the last one and then the newest one, I heard was a really good starting point to get into the franchise. So maybe I'll do that. Down the road if I get a PlayStation. So we will see. Wait, did I get one for Christmas? I think that was like the gift I got from my parents was a PlayStation 5. I don't know. I'm sick. My brain's all over the place. But that'll come to the channel at some point. I'll do that as a series. That'll probably be a long series. Because I'll do the last God of War and then the current one. And I'll split them up with, like I said, one-offs and stuff. I have a whole bunch of games that I haven't played in a really long time because didn't have the time to play. I was aggravated with Xbox, so I was just avoiding them. So I've mostly just been playing my Switch here and there, and then PC games. So I'll pick some random games. We'll go from there. That's next on the list. But I one last time, this game was beautiful. To me, it was a masterpiece in so many ways. It had neat combat ideas. I felt like a mass murderer by the end for sure. No like real troubles and difficulty. I don't know if I could choose difficulty, but that's fine. It had an excellent story and everything in the world going for it. Every game doesn't have to be crazy difficult, But I loved it. I loved the story. I loved the lessons. I loved the music. I loved the art style. I loved everything about it. So thank you, Lost and Random, for starting this journey of mine. And thank you, everyone, for joining me on this journey. And I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. That'll already be out past the holidays by the time you see this. But I hope your holiday season was great. Whatever you celebrate went amazing. And if you don't celebrate anything, I just hope you had a great time in between while watching these, and I hope things are going good with you as best as they can. And I hope and wish you well either way, always. So again, I'll see you in the next one.